What's going on, everybody? It is Triple Crown 24 back today with just a couple of Tigers vintage pickups for my Ultimate Tigers team set, and then some rare Miguel Cabrera pickups. 5 Cabrera cards that you don't really see every day, and that I have been searching after some of them for a while, including the last one, which I'm super stoked to get. It's autograph number 23 in my Cabrera collection, so hopefully you'll enjoy that. But 2 vintage pickups today to start things off. I have this 1970 Topps team card that I got from Burbank Sports Cards, along with a few Cabreras that I won't show off on camera today, and the next card that you'll see. And the team cards have been kind of difficult to find. I've managed to find a few of them in some lots and get some pretty good deals, but I believe this is the last one that I need towards my set now, so I'm happy to have that behind me, just because the team cards can sometimes be pricey, especially when they're a high number. I might be missing the 66 team card, because I know that one is a high number, and its 66 set is very challenging for some of the high numbers in terms of price, so I'm missing quite a few of those. But this is the one that probably people will be more familiar with. It's got 2 Tigers rookie outfielders on there. And Topps did this quite often in the 70s and even, before that as well, but especially in the 70 sets from 75 to 78, where you get these 4-player rookie cards. And this guy on the top left, if it will focus, there we go, is probably the one that you're the most familiar with on here. Gary Carter, the 2 Tigers players, not really a big part of their teams that were successful. The Tigers were pretty bad in 1975, but here you have Gary Carter, very young Gary Carter here on the Montreal Expos. So it's kind of cool sometimes to get some of those Hall of Famer rookie cards on the multiplayer ones who are pictured with Tigers players, or any of the league leaders ones where you get like a Mansell or something in there. It's going to make the set more expensive to put together, but it's just kind of cool to own those cards. So with that said, let's start showing off some Miguel Cabrera pickups. Here we have a cut above, and while I start showing these off, just one quick reminder to check out the Blast from the Past contest if you have not already done so. You still have plenty of time to get your entries in. It's the video that is basically pinned on my channel, so if you're subscribed, it will be the one that pops up when you click on my channel. So go check that out if you haven't done so already and you're curious about how to enter. A little fun thing to do before the National. So I have this cut above relic number to 50, just a standard die cut. Unfortunately, there's creases along the jersey relic window here, which is kind of unfortunate. I did not notice that in the listing, but it is what it is, not a big deal. It's kind of hard to see without tilting it in the right light, and that one will go along with this one, which is a career day. Both of these numbered to 50 from 2012 Topps. And these kind of relics are not that easy to come by. I know that they're numbered to 50, and you're probably going to be like, well, that doesn't sound like it's all that rare. But you got to imagine, too, that a lot of these cards are put into just boxes, or they're forgotten about, or possibly still sealed in wax. I mean, Series 1 and Series 2 2012 Topps doesn't have a great rookie class. There is a Harper short print in Series 2, which I believe is where this one comes from, maybe this one as well, but really nothing to chase there. So I imagine that a lot of it is probably still sealed. So the number of these in circulation, probably not that many. I personally have never seen one of these pop up before, and I very, very rarely will see them for other players as well. So very happy to get those into the collection, both of those from the same seller. Here I've got a Chrome Refractor from 2009 Heritage, and 2009 is a year that I seem to not have any cards of. I didn't really collect many cards in 2009. I kind of took a break from collecting that year. There's not any huge rookies. I know that when Strasburg got drafted, the hype started to go around him, but his stuff didn't really pick up until 2010. This one's numbered to 560, so the chromes on these Heritage, it's going to be 500 plus whatever year the design is based off of. So this one, 1960. And these, they just don't pop up that often. And I got this on a Twitter deal from a guy who I follow who is selling off a lot of his Cabrera collection. So he's working out smaller deals with me. He was the same guy who I got the rest of the Triple Crown relics from. So got to keep chipping away at that. Now this next one is in a one-touch, and you're probably going to ask me, well, why is this in a one-touch? This just looks like a goofy-looking card. And you're kind of right, it is kind of a goofy-looking card. It's just Cabrera laying in the glass, or the grass. Laying in the glass would be kind of painful. Smiling with his sunglasses on. I'll show you the back. It's the 2008 Topps design, and it says TB1 on the back, and this is the Target Back to School subset. There's only 10 of these cards, and they were retail exclusives to Target back in 2008. And this is kind of towards the start of the retail exclusives that would come out in a lot of the flagships. There were some insert sets, but this one is one of the more rare ones. And there are certain retail subsets that Cabrera has. This guy has actually quite a few of these rare retail exclusives. And if you go on eBay right now, out of the 10 cards in the set, there is, at the time of recording, only one Pujols there out of the 10 cards. And none of the other ones, I've never seen any of these pop up before. So I went ahead and jumped on it. When something's this rare like this, it's kind of one of those things where you don't let it go because you don't know when you're going to see it again if you really want it. And that was the case with this one as well. This is autograph number 23 in my collection, the last card I'm going to show off today, and I absolutely love this card. It is a 2011 Topps 60 Miguel Cabrera autograph, and I was able to get this for a little bit cheaper than his asking price because I bought those other two at the same time, and he said that he was willing to take a few dollars off if I was willing to make a deal. You can see this one is 2011 Topps Update. I don't know if I said that in the beginning here, but talks about the most home runs in a season by a Venezuelan-born player. You can see the leaders at the top. He is now up there with the tied for second. The most he's ever had in a season was 44. That was during his Triple Crown year, and then again in 2013. So he would be tied up there for second place. Andres Galarraga, the only Venezuelan-born player with more. I don't believe anyone else has passed that mark since 2011 when this card was printed, but I might be mistaken about that. I just can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but I just love this design, the Topps 60 design. Topps kind of went through a phase here where they made a lot of insert sets that would be the basics for their autographs. The Topps flagship autographs aren't really something that people, I would say, like seek after. Personally, I love them. I like the flagship designs, like the Legacy of Baseball ones they have this year. I think are really cool. I like the 83 and the 84 style ones that they've had in recent years, but some people just get on them because they're stickers. But let's be honest, nobody really buys Topps flagship to pull the hits. It's more so to get the base cards just because it's the flagship Topps product. That's where the baseball card hobby as we know it today kind of originated with, was that. At least, the modern aspect of it. That probably didn't make any sense, but regardless, this card I imagine is probably short printed, if I had to take a guess, just because a lot of the autographs, if you were to open up a jumbo case of this and you get 6 autographs, you might get one they used to have it like in a tier list where it'd be like A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. You usually get like 2 Ds, 2 Cs, 1 B, and then maybe an A, if not a second B. So that's kind of how they did those. So Cabrera would be one that is pretty hard to come by, and I've never seen this card pop up before, but when this guy showed me this, I knew I had to get it, and just love it. One of my favorite Cabrera autographs, I would say. I have so many that I like so much, but among his Tiger ones, this one definitely ranks towards the top. So that video went on longer than I expected, but hey, what else is new? That's how it goes on this channel. But thank you so much for tuning in, especially if you stayed all the way to the end here. Really appreciate your guys' comments and all your positive feedback as of lately. Hope to meet a lot of you at the National. Be back soon with another video, so hang tight, and I'll see you later. Have a good one.